Hello and welcome to In Simple Terms with Satish. Today we are talking about how touchscreens know where you touched. You tap an icon and the phone opens the right app. You type fast and every letter lands where your finger expected it to land. You play a game, drag a map, sign a delivery screen or pinch a photo. When it works, it feels obvious. When it fails, it is instantly annoying. One missed tap, one ghost touch, or one delayed swipe can make an expensive phone feel broken. But the screen is not a tiny camera watching your finger. Most modern phone touchscreens work more like an invisible electrical grid. Under the glass, transparent conductive lines form rows and columns, almost like a spreadsheet. Where those lines cross, the device can measure tiny electrical behavior. Your body conducts enough electricity to affect a capacitive sensor. So when your finger comes close to the glass, it slightly changes the local electric field. The touchscreen controller scans the grid and asks, where did the capacitance change? That change tells the system that something finger-like is near this screen area. The first engineering idea is sensing. The screen does not receive a clean message saying Satish touched the Notes app. It receives many tiny measurements from a grid. The second idea is coordinate estimation. Your finger is larger than 1 pixel, so the controller estimates a center point from the signal pattern. That becomes an X and Y coordinate. This is why touch feels precise even though your finger is physically chunky compared to a small icon. The third idea is sampling. The phone does not check touch once. It checks repeatedly. If a touch system samples at 120 times per second, it has about 8 milliseconds between samples. At 240 times per second, it has about 4 milliseconds. Different devices and modes vary, but the pattern is the same. Fast, repeated measurements become smooth motion. That is how a swipe becomes a stream of points, not one event. This is why gaming phones mention touch sampling rate, stylus devices care about latency, and bad chargers can make screens behave strangely. Responsiveness is partly a timing problem. The fourth idea is filtering. Real touch data is noisy. Your hand shakes. The screen may be wet. A charger may introduce electrical noise. A screen protector may change the signal. Your palm may brush the edge while you type. So the system has to clean the signal. It filters noise, rejects accidental touches, tracks multiple fingers, and decides whether a contact is a tap, drag, pinch, long press, scroll, or palm. Multi-touch makes this more interesting. With 2 or more fingers, it has to keep identities separate. This finger moved left, this finger moved right. These two are pinching, and that large contact near the edge is probably a palm. After the touchscreen controller estimates the contacts, the operating system turns them into input events. Apps do not usually receive raw capacitance maps. They receive higher level information. A pointer went down here, moved there, and lifted here. That separation matters. The hardware senses a physical change. The operating system interprets it. The app responds. The catch is that touchscreens are not perfect. Gloves may fail because they do not change the electric field enough. Water can create false touches. Very fast gestures can be predicted or smoothed. Palm rejection can sometimes ignore a real touch or accept a bad one. And different screens make different trade-offs between sensitivity, battery use, latency, stylus support, and noise rejection. The useful engineering lesson is this. A touchscreen is not only detecting your finger, it is estimating your intent. It is a real-time sensing pipeline. It turns weak electrical signals into coordinates, turns coordinates into gestures, and turns gestures into intent before your brain notices the delay. In simple terms, your phone knows where you touched because it is constantly scanning an invisible grid, detecting tiny electrical changes, filtering noise, and converting the result into events the app can understand. The next time you type fast, scroll smoothly, or pinch a photo, remember, the impressive part is not just the glass. It is the signal processing underneath every tap. If this helped you understand the topic in simple terms, follow or subscribe to In Simple Terms with Satish and share this episode with one friend who likes technology. I will see you in the next episode.